back!
What brings you here? Did you meet with the Resistance? How's the battle going? Is it safe for me to come out yet?
Not just yet. We saw people patrolling on our way here.
So, it's still not over. I guess you came here because you have something to discuss? I'll get someone to call for Miss Kamisato. Bear with me.
I see. You have been through a lot. I understand. You need evidence of the Tenryou Commission's betrayal. Let me think. Now that you mention it, there is one thing that has always concerned me. The Shogun's army has been at war with the Resistance for a long time now, but not once has the Shogun ever inquired about it. I used to think that she simply didn't care, but looking at it now, perhaps the problem all along has been with the Tenryou Commission's reports to the Shogun.
What do you—
The Tenryou Commission presides over domestic military affairs. If they ever had any intention of concealing information in their reports, we would have no way of knowing. Meanwhile, the Shogun would incorrectly conclude that the Vision Hunt decree poses no threat and would stick to her decision. If we had access to their reports, it would confirm everything.
But as I recall, the only person authorized to access that kind of official documentation is Kujo Takayuki. It's heavily guarded too. Even with Sayu's help, swiping a doc—
If only there was a way we could distract—
Yoimiya's fireworks!
That's a very Toma sound, but it's a reasonable one. The statue of the omnipresent god is right by the Tenryou Commission. If someone set off fireworks near the statue while they were preoccupied with that, Sayu could infiltrate the Tenryou Commission and take the report.
Great! It feels like I'm getting— It feels like it's been an eternity since we last sat down and talked like this. Well, it certainly felt like it to me. This tea house Oh man, I want to go to the—
Let's focus on the issue at hand. The sooner the Vision Hunt decree is— This was a reunion of sorts, but there's no time to catch up. We'll celebrate properly when it's all—
Ooh, let's play the hot pot game again.
You're still think—
The Tenryou Commission is heavily guarded. Be careful when you get near. Let's meet back here.
Alright, first let's go to Hanamizaka to find— Yoimiya! We need an extra-large firework. The soup—
Extra-large fire.
You sure— As it happens, I made this, but it's so powerful that I haven't found anywhere I can test it out. Don't forget, move well away from it after you— Don't— We'll get— Well, we got our distraction. Now we just need to wait for nightfall. Pretty much how there are loads and loads of people. If one of them spots me, we need to get rid of them, or I won't be able to sneak after I get the document. Let's meet back at— Also, if I do get caught, please come rescue me. Is this really— Anyway, let's make our way to the statue.
Well, how did it go? Well done.
I know exercise helps you grow, but this was a little too much exercise. I feel so No, I can't sleep yet. There was something I didn't know how to find a document you guys were talking about, so I just swiped a whole. Here you go.
My lady, what are...
This sealed envelope must be an official report that the Tenryou... In addition, we have correspondence with the Fatui. It seems that Kuji-Yae was right. They have been fomenting unrest behind the scenes. This should be ample evidence. Please take them to Kuji-Yae. I will also gather some people to try and root out the rest of the Fatui and...
Still, mind yourself when you face the Shogun. I still get goosebumps just thinking about...
Again, we'll just have to trust Kuji-Yae. She is...
If Paimon remembers correctly, it should... Let's pack up her things and give her...
Lady Guji, here I am, as promised. Rest...
I knew you would keep your promise after all. I'm sure...
You're quite mistaken. So, where is your proof?
Ah, how wonderful. Everyone's keeping their promises.
Oh, you wouldn't believe...
Hand them to Sarah. She can...
What is this? I see this document bears the official seal of the head of the... I don't understand. Not a single word about the resistance, Sangonomiya, or the situation on the front line. What about the soldiers who gave their lives on the front line? Or the utter disregard for human life?
For the sake of the Vision Hunt decree, of course.
So, the Tenryou Commission.
Yes. Now, who else do you think might be benefiting from...
This is a letter from the Tenryou Commission to the Fatui. The head of the Kujo clan kept this a secret from the Shogun.
Well, the thing... Surely.
So everything I've ever held on to. This betrayal is unforgivable! Takayuki, you've got some explaining to do!
Kujo-Sara seems pretty angry, huh? Looks like our Tenryou rebellion is successfully underway. Yep.
Hold on, traveler. There's...
Huh?
Last time you entered the plane of Euthymia, it was in front of the statue of the omnipresent god. You must find a way to recreate the circumstances of... If you can get the Raiden Shogun to open her heart to you once more before the statue of the omnipresent god, you will have the opportunity you need. Take this with you as a farewell.
What is it?
The Omamori from the Grand Narukami Shrine are very potent indeed. I thought I'd put one aside. If you find her, or if you ever think about me during your journey, take it out, won't you? Who knows? Maybe I'll just end up appearing.
Cut it out, Fox Lady. This isn't the time or place to be poking fun.
You followed me here? Since you are a witness, I suppose I can shield you from arrest. At least until I have received it, but... If it turns out that you have been deceptive in this matter, then not only will you be arrested immediately, but...
Apologies, ma'am. Orders from the top. No one is allowed to enter.
Out of my way! I need to speak to him. I won't tell you twice.
Stabilize!
You must withdraw.
Battle formation! Get them! I will have order!
Moment of birth. You must withdraw.
I won't forget this.
Come into being. You must withdraw.
Teach me a lesson. This is order.
Witness my great undertaking.
Teamwork is dreamwork!
Show me what you've got!
Huh? Glory to the Shogun! Quiver!
Show me what you've got! Watch your step!
Burst forth.
Order guide you! Who goes there?
Feel this ancient power.
Quick! Don't hold back!
You must withdraw. You must withdraw.
Allow me. This is order.
Witness my great undertaking. Live.
Go in it!
I won't forget this.
Storm the front!
Battle formation! Train harder. Stop! Sarah, have you gone insane?
Master.
Go on, ask him!
Master Takayuki. I've seen the report to the throne, and the...
So this is how my documents went missing.
Should I take your words to mean that these documents were not forgeries? They were really penned by your own hand. Please tell me, Master. I need to know.
Yes, I have dealings with the Fatui, and yes, the report you... The diplomats from Snezhnaya promised a very generous reward indeed. And all they requested of me in return was to see that the Vision Hunt decrees. For too long, the Kujo clan's position has been coveted by so many. So, when the chance arose to gain the backing of another powerful, it appeared to me to be an excellent deal. I simply...
But you worship the Shogun.
Betrayal! The Fatui may think they are using me. But the reverse is true. When the lightning strikes in Inazuma, they shall fall to their knees and tremble. After, none can contend with the supreme power of the almighty Raiden Shogun and the Muso no Hitotachi.
Yeah, he doesn't worship the Raiden Shogun or...
But Master, ever since I was adopted by the Kujo clan, you taught me, but it's clear to me now that you wanted my loyalties to stop with the Kujo. You hypocrite! Preaching about virtue just to mask your own...
Selfishness? I am but safeguarding the eternity of the Kujo clan. I'm quite sure the almighty Shogun would be sympathetic.
Hate to say it, but his ego is getting in the way. If he thinks the Kujo clan is a match for the Fatui, Paimon thinks he's in for a
I've doubted the Vision Hunt decree in the past. I asked myself, is this truly the But I chose to obey the Shogun. But now I realize that so I'm going to tell the Shogun the truth about all this.
Stubborn and... Report to the Shogun if you so wish. The Shogun is at Tenshukaku receiving a Snezhnayan diplomat. A harbinger.
Senyora's the one behind. Way back in Rito, Lady Hiragi said something about the Kanjo Commissioner meeting with...
A diplomat from Snezhnaya. Well,
Sara stormed off! You can save. Alright then.
What's going on?
The way people charge in here as they please. If I didn't know this was Tenshukaku, I might have mistaken it for some kind of street market. Have you learned your lesson now?
Oh no! What has she done to Kujo-Sara?
The right to punish Inazumans for their crimes is mine alone. Not yours, Signora.
Then I apologize, Almighty Shogun. I know, you can't get me out of your mind. Don't go thinking I'm surprised to see you here. I'm well aware that you hate me, with the way you follow me around like a dark shadow. Ah, so you came to expose my crimes? I'm just a Snezhna.
She doesn't take us seriously at all!
Stop talking about people and things that I care. They were nobodies to begin with, and their names will be forgotten. But now, is that not the greatest honor they could hope? Almighty. That's ancient history. The Tsaritsa's dream is the noblest and purest thing. These other mundane details you insist on mentioning? For what it's worth, I've grown tired of seeing you around. Before you go saying something you can't take back, remember that you're charging into Tenshukaku uninvited. I'm not sure you realize.
I challenge to a duel before the throne!
Proceed.
My, you're full of surprises today. I'll admit that I never expected to be in a situation. You are aware that the loser must die. Then a lesson on Harbinger power and elegance? As you wish.
Solidify!
Burst forth!
Let's light it up! Everybody stand back!
Detestable!
Order guide you!
Coming to be! Moment of birth!
Stabilize!
You've got some nerve laying your hands on me! Harbinger power has become burdensome. I will manifest my destiny anew. Await my emergence and tremble, traveler! You have reason to be afraid. Tsaritsa's benevolence has no place for transgressors! The pale flame smolders! Pale flame, lay waste to frozen shell and witness my suffering! In fires of sin and retribution, your soul will be incinerated!
Coming to be! Gather!
Immolation! A cherished agony. Do you feel it?
Burst forth! Witness my great undertaking! This is order! Stabilize! Coming to be! Solidify!
All must burn!
Gather! Burst forth!
Who dares call me a witch? Not even ashes will remain! Embrace your searing reckoning!
Solidify!
Not every wound will heal!
Coming to be!
Ha! Going in! Ha! Ah! So strong, but how? I am a Snezhnayan diplomat. You know what happens if you lay a finger on me. I swear, if you strike me, I will make sure. The Fatui will make sure that your precious Inazuma... Stop! I order you! And you! Filthy rats! All of you!
You are the enemy of eternity. But as the victor, I acknowledge your honor. Therefore, I shall allow you to leave Tenshukaku alive.
isn't gonna let us off just like that, right? Oh, the air feels suffocating. It must be the Raiden Shogun's almightiness. One strike from the Shogun and now Senora is gone. She got what she deserved, but Paimon still can't help but feel upset. Why are they doing it? Why are the Harbingers collecting all the no-seeds? Huh? Traveler, you got a headache? Chin up. Let's get out of this place. Paimon feels unsettled. Also, when the Shogun executed Senora with the Muso no Hitotachi, it was unbelievably powerful. It seems impossible to defend against. And if so, we've got no hope whatsoever of defeating her in combat. So, to recap, Yaimiko wants us to go back inside the plane of Euthymia by the statue of the omnipresent god. Oh, but we'll be like lambs to the slaughter, won't we? Oh, maybe we could put this plan on hold for a while? There's the sound of electro zapping in the air. Paimon can barely breathe. Traveler, are you okay? You're so silent. Sounds like there's a lot of noise coming from outside Tenshikaku. Has a fight broken out or something? Oh, the guards seem really nervous. Well, let's go see what the situation is, shall we?
There will always be those who dare to brave the lightning's glow.
So we meet again. Indulge my curiosity. What is the reason that I find you standing here before me once again? Do you hope your foolhardiness will shelter those people? Or was it simply a means of seeking an audience with me? Oh? Surely you didn't rouse me from my... If so, then you underestimate me. I am quite well informed about the vision. Not so. Only everything that pertains to eternity. The Vision Hut decree has my tacit approval. The Fatui's actions thus far do not constitute a threat to eternity. Otherwise, they would have been purged long ago. Individual ambition is inherently incompatible with eternity. What you might not realize is that all too often, people have far more to lose by chasing their dreams. Consider this. No one will lose their life on account of having their vision taken away. Rather, those who have lost their lives are the ones who insisted on pursuing their own aspirations. Traveler, your existence is unique in my eyes. There seems to be limitless uncertainty in you. To put it another way, you are the furthest thing from eternity. So, I won't insist that you comprehend the meaning of my actions. What matters is that I tread the path of eternity on my people's behalf. That's right. Anyway, you're looking for a chance to shake my will, aren't you? So be it. Well then, you who would defy eternity.
Do you wish to become the enemy of eternity, traveler?
Stabilize!
Strike dead!
Gather!
Lightning falls on the land of eternity.
Out of the way!
Solidify!
Strike dead!
Inferior.
Stabilize!
Evasion is futile.
Burst forth.
This ends now. Inferior.
Solidify!
Strike dead!
Evasion is futile.
Stabilize!
Strike dead!
Instabilities will be removed.
Strike dead!
You are an enemy that requires special attention. Inferior. I will mold you into the foundations of eternity.
Do Dear me, aren't you cutting it rather close? Hmm?
Miko, this was your doing?
Now. Don't forget who taught you how to place your consciousness in objects. Surely you don't think your ambition alone is enough to shake A's will, do you? Though you alone are here, they too have ambitions, which they long since entrusted to you. Now then, close your eyes.
I hope we can abolish the Vision Hunt Decree.
Solidify!
Thunder! Your verdict is decided.
Gather!
All desire can be broken.
I will have order.
Solidify!
Moment of birth. Come into being.
Teamwork is dreamwork! Let's light it!
This world, a fleeting shadow.
Witness my great undertaking.
This is order. Stabilize!
Going in!
All will be severed.
Order guide you. Solidify!
Live. Moment of birth.
Everybody stand back! Adventure!
This world, a fleeting shadow. Thunder!
This is order.
All desire
Burst
can
forth.
be broken.
Feel this ancient power.
I see your power. Stay.
I'm going in!
You've lost, eh?
Yes, I have.
Why can you not trust your people, and in the power of their ambitions? These ambitions have transcended space and time. They are something that no one can snuff out. Is this the lesson you learned from your journey in... There are nations where humans cast their god aside and stride forward? So are we to just abandon the notion of progress? For the
You and I have both witnessed the great loss that progress can bring. Eternity. When lightning flashes, it casts a shadow. My name means shadow. With my blade, I purged all obstacles to progress. And yet, something was lost with each step forward. In the end, I even lost her. The tales are still retold in the shade of every Thunder Sakura. But the wounds left on our nation by that terrible loss still ache. Never stop searching, even if only for a brief flash of light. If nothing else, we have the present moment. She said that once. But I've seen a nation stride forward and lose everything to the heavenly principles. Perhaps only if time stands still will the lightning's glow never fade. The present moment is a fragile illusion. Only eternity can bring us closer to the heavenly principles. I am no longer the shadow. Mine is the most supreme and noble form. Let power over the realm be vested within me. In this form shall I honor my subjects' dream, for a land of eternity, unchanging forevermore.
The heavenly principles. Irrelevant nonsense as far as I'm concerned. When all's said and done, all you really want is to protect your beloved Inazuma forever and ever.
That would...
But is this nation worth existing for eternity? Stripped of ambitions, stripped of the potential for change. It does nothing more than simply... exist. I wonder what loss would it really be to anyone if such...
Miko, retract your word. Never changing eternity is the promise I made to my people.
But what your people need from you is not your promises. They want your attention. Your...
You mean humans have a lifespan of barely 100 years. They cannot afford to bear any extra losses, but I have experienced it all.
But eternity is far too cruel of...
For me?
Not only have you stopped paying attention to the world, but it must have been terribly lonely here.
But it is necessary.
You will miss much by refusing progress. You seek to prevent loss, but have you considered all you are losing by remaining here in stasis for all eternity? You are obviously lonely. And yet, for the sake of eternity, you choose to stretch your... Tell me this. Why is the sky here that was once so dark glowing again? Why now? This is your plane of euthymia. It's your inner world, so it can only mean that you are happy to see me again. But I have so much to say.
How long will that take?
As a Fox envoy, I have an excellent memory. So it will probably...
Seeing you again.
Since you are willing to...
Anyway, now that I have been defeated by you and your plan, I will... But, with regards to eternity...
As promised, the Raiden Shogun abolished the Vision Hunt Decree. Finally, her people's wishes penetrated her locked heart. Beyond the plane of euthymia, she saw what eternity means in the eyes of the world. When one's fervent ambition burns brightly, the gods will cast their gaze upon you. Some ambitions have the power to heal wounds, to bring victory, to inspire hope. But some ambitions outlive their masters long after the soul ascends. They remain as they were in the beginning. Burning bright and true for all eternity.
Covenant decree abolished? Oh, gotcha. So, maybe the
Another bad one? Narukami, please.
Why, hello. If it isn't the triumphant traveler. And why my.
You literally told us to come meet you!
I was just.
Seems like someone...
Mm-hmm. Catching up with an old friend I hadn't. By the way, I heard that you had a duel before the throne. With a Fatui Harbinger, no less. Courageous and astute. Defeating Signora head-on in a duel means that your strength exceeds my expectations. Still, you did end up
Sure feels good to They caused plenty of trouble along the way, but at the very least...
Wait a second. Did you... As in, the little thing that looks something like...
Yep, that's the one! You've seen one too? Gnosis belong to the Seven.
Oh.
What's...
I handed that over.
You did what now?
Well, how else was I supposed to save your skin from the Balladeer exactly? The Balladeer is number 6 of the Fatui Harbingers. In terms of strength, I'm not the kind of person who risks... After A created her puppet vessel, she no longer had anywhere to put it. As her erstwhile closest friend, A handed it over to me. And she no longer needs the power of the Gnosis, and in any case, she tells me she has severed ties with Celestia. Thus, the Gnosis became not only useless, but also Is that not a good bargain? Exchanging it for the... Judging by the results, at least, I dare...
When you put it like that, Paimon has to agree. The Traveler is worth more than a Gnosis. Really?
You intend to travel all over Teyvat, and the time has come for the Inazuma leg of your trip. As a mark of my gratitude, I will answer any What would you like to know about? After leaving Inazuma,
Ooh, Sumeru!
Yes, well, Sumeru is the land of the god of... But their obsession gives rise to some truly... In Sumeru, knowledge is holistically managed as a resource.
Knowledge?
Yes. I don't know whether it was the sages or Lesser Lord Kusanali who came up with the...
Lesser Lord Kusanali?
Oh, you haven't heard. Lesser Lord Kusanali is... I'm sure you must have some things to discuss with her too. I wish you all the best. That puppet was built with technology that has been lost to time. Perhaps she... Still, there's one other thing. Before A began modifying her own godly form, she took it upon herself to create...
So, you mean there are...
No. The prototype was merely a proof of concept. Its appearance and intellect were not based on A. It was a test. The original plan was for A to simply discard it. But perhaps A thought that... Later, this puppet wandered Inazuma as an ordinary human male with his own consciousness. Until... the Fatui... Some eccentric geniuses in the ranks of the Fatui made adjustments to the prototype, not only unsealing his power... The object of divine creation is now the one who has taken possession of the Gnosis. And the prototype puppet...
What?
It is, isn't it? Who can say whether it's coincidence? I'm surprised an outlander like you is aware that there was once a change of Electro Archon. Few citizens of
Morax told us. He said that the Electro Archon Ball has passed away.
Yes. The truth of the matter is that there were two twin...
Twin gods?
They won the Archon War together, And when Baal established the shogunate, Beelzebul became her Kagemusha, or shadow warrior. Beelzebul is A, with whom we are now both acquainted. Baal's name was Mak. As far as the world was aware, there were not two, but one. They complemented each other, and they ruled Inazuma jointly, so there was no need for the public to know the truth. In fact, the name Baal and the title of Raiden Shogun was understood to refer to both of them.
Until what?
Makoto died several hundred years ago in a war that I was not personally involved in.
Losing her sister must have been super hard on A.
That was when A began to change. Makoto was her greatest
Paimon feels like she understands A a lot better now.
I didn't spend a great deal of time with her, but my impression was she was a gentle god, who in...
Wow.
Sorry, I haven't a clue. I'm also unfamiliar with the god you described. But if you still have doubts about A, I would say they are. Not only does she not fit your description, but she voluntarily gave up her gnosis long ago, severing her ties with Celestia in the process. That's good to hear. Otherwise, given that I'm her familiar...
Don't worry. We are...
As for your sister's whereabouts, I will use all the resources at my... I'll let you know if I find out anything. Are you sure? Okay then. Oh, Traveler. Do you still have the Omamori I gave you? Keep it safe. There was me thinking that you might hang it around your neck to show off to the world, telling everyone who...
Who in their right...
Okay, I'll stop. I see. But that is merely... Your ambition should be something that transcends the world below and the starry sky above. Something that shines in unison with fate itself. Perhaps the reason you do not possess a vision is that such an ambition has yet to be engendered within you. It's a possibility. Continue on your journey.
Osmanthus wine tastes the same as I remember.
Just what will we...
Traveler, right on cue.
Hey, Catherine! Got any new
I went to the shrine to draw a fortune slip earlier. The shrine maiden told me that it is the season for an unexpected reunion.
Catherine? Drawing fortune slips at the shrine? Wait, no, that's not the unusual part. We're in Liyue!
Even I have a private life, you know.
Okay, so when you say
Who can say? But the anticipation of knowing that an unexpected reunion is due is making me happy.
Fair enough. Even though we see each other pretty much every day, whatever makes you up. Wait, are you saying? Fingers crossed we...
I'm sorry. Did I say something I should...
Oh, it's nothing. Anyway...
Yes, as a matter of fact, I do. This one...
Really? Does this mean the...
I will leave the requester to...
All right, then.
Very well. Add...
A walk would be nice.